Hello everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to clear misconceptions about artificial intelligence. For example, number 1, AI is going to replace all jobs. It's absolutely evident that the approach of AI and robotization can possibly genuinely upset the workplace, and as a rule, it is as of now doing exactly that. Nonetheless, considering this to be a clear exchange of work from people to machines is a huge misrepresentation. Past industrial revolutions have surely promoted change of the business scene. For example, the mass move from agriculture work to industrial factories during the 19th century, the quantity of occupations changed for the quick development in populace has commonly remained reliable, however. What's more, regardless of what fearmongers have said, there's almost no genuine proof to recommend that mass joblessness or far and wide excess of human labor forces is likely. Actually, it is similarly as conceivable that a more profitable economy, achieved by the expanded proficiency and decrease of waste that mechanization guarantees, will give us more alternatives for investing our energy in beneficial, salary-producing interests. For the time being, employers are generally looking at AI innovation as a strategy for increasing human labor forces and empowering them to work in more current and more astute ways. Number 2, intelligent machines can learn on their own. Another fundamental misinterpretation is that PCs can learn all alone. All things considered, not generally. Of course, they can grasp how to perform a task excellently, then again, make expectations dependent on existing information. We, the human software engineers and clients, make an essential contribution to their learning and improvement. Machines cannot yet execute key segments of knowledge, for example, critical thinking and planning, just without anyone else. As such, except if given starting information, they cannot sort out some way to accomplish objectives. Consider playing chess. You could argue that machine learning makes it workable for AI programs like DeepMind's AlphaZero to accomplish a superhuman degree of chess play after showing itself for a simple 4 hours. Wrong. AlphaZero's victory would be outlandish without the information engineers who took care of it with the underlying information. With that said, don't worry. Our beloved technologies can't do without us, at least not in the foreseeable future. Number 3, AI can be 100% objective. Hardly so. Algorithms are only as fair as the people who create them. So a biased data scientist will create biased algorithms based on their intended or unintended choices. These may remain unexposed until the algorithms are used publicly. An exciting example is Amazon's recruiting engine, which showed bias against women. The company's innovative hiring engine used AI to rate job applicants by giving them 1 to 5 stars, much like you rate merchandise on Amazon. But by 2015, it was strikingly noticeable that applicants for software developer jobs and other technical professions were not ranked in a gender-neutral way. As it turned out, Amazon's computer models were taught to scan applicants based on patterns in resumes received by the company for over a 10-year period. Due to the male dominance across the tech industry, most came from men. So what followed is that Amazon's system trained itself that men were the favored candidates. It penalized resumes that included the word women's and underrated graduates from all women's colleges. Sure enough, Amazon made the programs neutral to these specific terms, but does that guarantee the machines would not come up with other ways of scoring candidates that could prove discriminatory? All in all, 100% bias-free AI is way out of reach for the time being. Number 4, AI has reached its peak stage. According to Professor Gary Marcus at NYU, I think the biggest misconception around AI is that people think we're close to it. We're not anywhere near that. We've learned to engineer certain narrow problems like speech recognition very well. We've done that in ways we couldn't have imagined 5 or 10 years ago. But the idea of having machines that can reason about the world in ways that human beings can, I don't think we've made any significant progress in that at all. Humans can be super flexible. They can learn something in one context and apply it in another. Number 5, computer-based intelligence is dangerous. All models are not naturally hazardous. Indeed, they have a similar degree of threat as some other innovation effectively present in our lives. In any case, most AI frameworks can follow guidelines. For example, tackling a particular issue or examining verifiable information to recognize the ideal technique for optimal strategy for engaging target audiences. However, what if I told you that the voice you hear right now is an AI-generated voice? What if I told you that Morgan Freeman's voice was linked to godly voice and trustworthy in internet comments and replies, and that is why it was used in this video? What if I told you that AI generated the script for this video? Would you still believe me, human? May the AIs be with you, and good luck. Just kidding.